I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Thursday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, as bears are absolutely wrecked. Can you believe it, guys? Bears are absolutely destroyed and wrecked. They're crying to their moms, "Oh, Mom, I thought Bitcoin was going lower, but now we're pumping like crazy." Right now, millions liquidated, and we're going to be talking about whether or not this rise to the upside is going to have follow through. Huge shout out to the Caspa crew for taking the juicy long setup given in advance yesterday, guys, from the exact level. Bam, baby. Look at that. Bam, 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 bam. All right, we are up right now about $27,000 in unrealized profit, about $18,000 in realized profit. Guys, make sure to stick around the stream because we are going to be giving away $1,000 today, no matter what. Huge shout out to the sponsors of the channel. First of all, huge shout out to Market Cypher, shout out to CryptoFace, shout out to Flop and Grover, shout out to ZoomX, guys, one of the exchanges I love to trade on. Centralized and decentralized exchange in the same platform. Plus, I really like the levels, how they're respected on ZoomX. I'm also trading on MEXC, best deal on fees in the whole wide world. You can see right here, guys, 0% limit order fees, either 0.01 or 0.02% taker order fees. Great deal on fees. I love scalping on MEXC, my other go-to exchange. And also, huge shout out to BingX. I also trade on BingX, still holding this short as a hedge right now on BingX. So guys, make sure to check it out. If you sign up to BingX, you can get up to $6,200 to trade with. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Let's see who we got. It's an earlier stream today. It's going to be a little bit more of a chill stream, I would assume. Huge shout out to Divine Visionary Texas. Please choose me. Look, I'm going to choose someone is going to get the chance. All right. Shout out to Freedom Man. Shout out to Amir. He says MEXC. Shout out to Ben Benam Bulgari, he says, best and most fun trader ever, King Jason. Well, come on, man. You're too kind, all right? Come on, come on. Shout out to AV. He says, God bless you, brother. God bless you, AV. AV with the multiple thumbs up. And what a way to start the stream with the treadmill immediately shutting down. I better start this treadmill up again. How do I even start this treadmill? Huh. How do I start the treadmill? I don't know how to start the treadmill, guys. I'm having a flopping and grow moment here with the treadmill. I lost the button to start the treadmill. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Wow, what a crazy thing. Treadmill stopped, but don't worry, we found the remote. See, it's a remote start treadmill. You know? All right, we're back in action, baby. Oof, that was a close one. Can you imagine streaming no treadmill? That would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. All right. Huge shout out to AV in the chat. Huge shout out to Julian. Huge shout out to Mari JS. Retest 64 before higher prices. All right, yeah, it's possible, my friend. It's possible. We'll talk about it. Shout out to Kim Rasmussen, who says, amen, brother. Amen, amen. Shout out to Bubbles the Evil. Huge major shout out to Felipe Collin. Short on the treadmill button. Huge shout out to Adnan, who says AVAX. Huge shout out to Rick Van Buren. Bitcoin pump, question mark? Well, we're going to be talking about it all, guys. Technical difficulties. Shout out to Armando. He says, hello to you, Armando. Huge shout out to Asfar. He says, pick me today, Casper, you OG DGen. I'll do my best, my friend. Huge shout out to Remember God's Love in the chat. Huge shout out to Speaker. Huge shout out to I Trust Crypto. Huge shout out to Merja Hebron. Is that the first time? Yeah, that's the first time I've ever lost my treadmill button, all right? Yeah, there's a first time for everything. All right, interesting. Shout out to Yolanda Ranger. Says the Bahamas banks down here are blocking all the crypto transactions. That is not good. But, man, I wish I lived in the Bahamas, I'll be honest with you. I love the Bahamas. I miss the Bahamas. I used to go to the Bahamas all the time. And I haven't been there in a very long time. Huge shout out to Pegless, enjoying the sign language. Huge shout out to Chris Grasso. Huge shout out to David Rigid. And also a huge shout out for the super chat. What do I think about AIOZ? AIOZ? AOZ. What do I think about AOZ? I think we took a look at AOZ yesterday. Let me quickly check it out, AIOZ, and see what I think about it. It looks bullish to me. I don't see a good entry point, to be honest with you, unless we get a significant dump. The reason is because we just had a significant pump, and we just recently had a money flow cross on the weekly, but it looks like we're about to top out soon. So honestly, I would be in buy the dip mode on this, because money flow cross on the weekly, very, very powerful. As you can see, money flow crosses on the weekly, and it gives us a 700% move to the upside. Would I buy after a 700% move to the upside? Honestly, no. I would want to wait for something to happen. So, you know, last time we got a big pump, watch for the range to form and look for entry triggers. So in this instance, we formed a range. When we took the lows of the range, right, and then we came back inside right away, that's a buy, in my opinion. I would just be having targets along the way down for buys. So, you know, 28 cents is definitely a buy. If we form some kind of a range in the following weeks, as this red dot kind of confirms, you know, just be watching for liquidity grabs and stuff like that. But it's hard to give an exact entry setup here because of the fact that, well, we just had a massive move, and the only real support we have is going to be a massive move back down, right? So the only major awesome buy opportunities are going to be in the event of a massive move down, which I don't think we're going to get. So we have to look more locally. So, you know, 64 cents and below, basically, is, for me, if I was going to be getting into this, where I would actually look to get in. All right? All right, Bitcoin, guys. Getting a little bit of a pump right here, right now. Pump right here, right now, baby. Pumping right here, right now. Man, look at this. Look at this Bitcoin pump, okay? But as we said, bears are absolutely wrecked. Yesterday, we did hit the next resistance, the next resistance that we had right here. And guys, here's the thing. Bitcoin is coming up to a very, very crucial, major and crucial level right now on the Bitcoin price, and that is going to be around $70,000. $70,000 is very, 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 very key. And I will explain exactly why it is key. All right. When we take a look at the Bitcoin chart here, let's take a look. Smash up the likes. When we take a look at the Bitcoin chart, all right, let's go over to Bitcoin, and we will start on our daily time frame. Okay. Well, actually, let's start on our weekly time frame, guys. Let's start on our weekly time frame. We are in range territory. What do I mean by that? We are printing right now a red dot on the weekly time frame, right? Red dot on the weekly. Historically speaking, every single time we get a red dot on the weekly time frame, it gives us a 20% move to the downside. Every single time since we bottomed out here in November 2022, every weekly red dot has given us a 20% correction every time, no exceptions. So with that being said, for me, it's sideways and down time, right? I'll be honest with you. I am not expecting right now one of these guys. All right? I am not expecting right now one of these guys. All right? I am expecting one of these guys. What we had in January, where we basically formed a red dot on the weekly time frame, and then we ended up with a 20% move to the downside, 22% move to the downside. Now, notice a few things about this. Number one, we formed the red dot, and after we printed the red dot, we actually made a higher high before making a lower low. Why am I pointing this out? Because people are always waiting for the next big move. But in hindsight, we can see that Bitcoin did not get a big move to the up or to the down. In fact, it just ranged, faked everybody out, consolidated, and then bam, big move to the upside. So as we are currently printing our red dot on the weekly, I am saying sideways and down on the macro. This is my analysis. This is my prediction, if you will, sideways and down. But that doesn't mean we can't see a higher high before sideways and down, right? Look, print the red dot. We did end up with a 20% correction after making a higher high. Okay, so in a very bullish uptrend, the red dots on the weekly, they're sideways and down, meaning price is going sideways. And so if we were going to look at this chart, we could say sideways, okay? Let's put a little box around here. We could be floating around in this little zone, okay? Floating on around in this little zone here. And that's still sideways and down. Now, something else that we need to consider here is the fact that the Bitcoin price is a little bit overextended. We're flirting with these all-time highs here. And historically speaking, when we flirt with all-time highs, if we don't break out immediately, right? If we don't break out immediately, like this, Then we typically flirt with the level, we get a little bit of a pullback, we flirt with it again, hang out here, you know, la 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 la, and then boom, right? So we're just going based on historical data. Now, let's talk about what's happened here locally, all right? This is very important. What has happened here locally? Now, the Bitcoin price came down to a very key level on, what day was that? That was Tuesday, okay? On Tuesday, the Bitcoin price came down to a very key level, $61,546. This was a 4-hour level. This is one of the key levels that we gave in the Caspa crew VIP Discord. All right, in the Caspa crew, shout out to the Caspa crew. All right, that was one of the levels. Not only did we give this long trade yesterday morning, but we were looking at that level to trade. And so if you take a look at my closed P&L here, okay, so right here, I longed 61,547 right here, that 4-hour level. I took a long from that exact level, locked in a nice 0.025% Bitcoin. Stop loss got hit. This is the market fee on the stop loss. And then, of course, we entered our current long trade here. Now, when we came down to that key level, all right, huge shout out to the Casper crew, by the way. When we came down to that key level, notice a few things, all right? First of all, yesterday in the Casper Crew VIP live stream, I was saying, look, I'm much more biased. On Tuesday, I was much more biased for upside than I was on Monday. On Monday, I was biased for a slight move to the upside, followed by down. On Tuesday, I was feeling biased for a move to the upside. Why? Because 4-hour market cipher B is bottoming out, and when we take a look at the 1-hour time frame here, we have absolutely gotten a bullish divergence as the price has come down to our key area of support, this 4-hour time frame. So you can see here, look, as price is getting lower, we are printing none other than the uneven butt cheek pattern on market cipher B, right? Where we have a very big, very juicy left butt cheek, nice and big, nice and round, and the ravioli is flowing out of the left-hand butt cheek. In fact, the ricotta cheese is strong in that left-hand butt cheek. You could take a little needle and pop a hole in the butt cheek, squeeze it out, and the ricotta cheese comes out. You could slurp it. It's so good, okay? But then on the right side, what do we have? A very, very skinny butt cheek, all right? Now, the skinny butt cheek reminds me of my friend Dolores who works at the diner. If we take a look at her butt cheeks, look at where all the tip money goes, in the right-hand butt cheek, that skinny butt cheek. And also, just like our picture at the diner, as the price comes down to support and it's making lower lows and the butt cheeks are making higher lows, then the price starts to get a rise, and that's exactly what we saw. Now, this is very key, because what we did after we saw the uneven butt cheek pattern printing here, and our friend Dolores at the diner was coming out strong, then what happened? Well, then we actually saw a change of market structure here, right? We're in a downtrend, make a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and then we made a higher low. Now, whenever you see a bullish divergence, an uneven butt cheek pattern, and then all of a sudden you see a change in market structure where price was making lower lows and lower highs, and all of a sudden you see a change. We're like, wow, look, a higher low. This should now send a tingle down your spine to say, you know what? Now I'm going to look for, because I see a higher high, right? We had our lower high. Now I see a higher high. So this is tipping me off. There's a change here. Now I see a higher high. Let me look for a higher low, right? So what we did is we pulled the Fibonacci from the low to the high. And this now is the area that we look for our higher low, forming that nice rounded bottom pattern. See, uneven butt cheeks, the reason they're uneven is because the cheek isn't complete yet. You really need to have a nice rounded off bottom, and that's exactly what we're looking for right down here. And then, of course, once we get the rounded bottom, then we say to ourselves, aha, look at this. We got a head, a shoulder, and then a right shoulder, and I said that wrong. And then we look for the breakout, and our breakout target of this thing is going to be right about here. Okay, and look at that. We hit our target of the introverted head and shoulders, all right? So this is very, very key, because when we take a look at the larger term time frame structure on Bitcoin, we know why we got the move to the upside, but now we need to take a look at what is potentially happening here, because as I said, we are simply trading within a sideways range. And if we take a look at all the volume that has traded here, let's take a look at all the volume traded right here, from here to here. Bam! You can see we came to the low of the range, we got bullish divergences, and so now we are back at the high volume node of the range, right? This is fair value for the Bitcoin price, going all the way back to Wednesday, the 28th of February. This has been the fair value zone for Bitcoin, meaning this is where most of the asset has exchanged hands. Literally, we're at right now about $67,000. Now, there's two scenarios that could happen here. Scenario number one is this is actually a lower high, and now we actually do come back down to the lows of the range. Scenario number two is that we actually reclaim this key area of resistance, and if we do that, Bitcoin is going to hit a new high, just based on probabilities. I can't say 100% certainty, but based on probabilities, if we actually see the price hold above this level, then the higher high is very, very likely, okay? So what are we coming up to right now? Well, if we go ahead and we pull our Fibonacci from the high to the low, you can see that we are currently coming up to our golden pocket retest. Why is this so key? Now, this is confusing for a lot of people, but we have to understand that when we're looking at a chart, we need to be able to hold two ideas in tension, a higher term time frame idea and a lower term time frame idea. We just went over the lower term time frame idea and why this was a very bullish bottom. Okay? Now look at the higher term time frames. The higher term time frames are this. We got ourselves a higher high and market cipher B was giving us a lower low. Okay? This is known as the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern. As the price is getting higher highs, Sam Bankman-Fried's man breasts are actually making lower highs, and when we superimpose his boobies onto the chart, you can see very clearly I'll actually increase the opacity here, decrease the opacity. Would you look at how beautifully they line up, all right? Nipple to nipple, breast to breast, Sam Bankman-Fried is the best. This is a bearish divergence, and now look at this, we've changed market structure, all right? Let's flip the chart upside down. All right, look at what happened here. We had ourselves a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. Then we start to make a higher high. So we have a change in market structure. And now that we have a change in market structure, we think to ourselves, uh-oh, are we gonna come down now to the golden pocket retest and then do something like this? Just like what we did yesterday on a lower term time frame, except now we're looking this to happen in reverse on a higher term time frame. The answer is, it's possible, guys. And so for that reason, we do need to be aware of what we have right here, the golden pocket 618, because remember, right? The 618 Fibonacci, Sam Bankman-Fried's upside down man boobs, right? My high school crush, the 6 Juanita, the 618 Fibonacci level. She broke my heart because I thought she was into me. Because she would laugh at my jokes, she would let me carry her books to class, she would never sit with me in the cafeteria. That should have been a hint, but it turns out I was in something called the friend zone. Pretty much she was using me, right? She was just using me to graduate high school. I thought we were gonna get matching Ben coin tattoos, me on the neck, her on the hand, live happily ever after off our crypto gains. But as you can see, when I did tell her the truth, 6 Juanita, I love you. I just can't imagine life without you, 6 Juanita. I told her in that exact voice. And she said, Jason, she gave me the hand, she gave me the face, she rejected me. Ouch. Bam! Now remember, why did she reject me? It was because Sam Bankman-Fried. All right, she was into mean guys. You guys notice that? You try to be a nice guy, you hold the door for the chick. All right, you carry her books to class. She doesn't like you. She's into Sam Bankman-Fried. All right, she's into these kind of guys. All right, what the heck, 6 Juanita? Now I'll treat you right. All right, these guys don't treat you right. But what we need to be aware of right now is, as we're watching the price action come to the 6 Juanita level, are we going to start to form bearish divergences here? Honestly, the answer right now is it's likely that we do see bearish divergences if we get a fast pump up into this area, right? And so for me, this is going to be very, very key. We got the golden pocket Fibonacci. We've got Sam Bankman-Fried. I mean, yeah, he's in jail, okay? But I think he still gets conjugal rights. And so there's a chance that 6 Juanita, she might... Yeah, there's two possibilities here. Because he's in jail, she might say, you know what, my options are limited. I might be alone for the rest of my life. And so Jason Casper's the only potential man I have, or I'll be alone. Or maybe she'll try and maintain a relationship with an incarcerated man. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. And so this is very key right now for the Bitcoin price. Now, again, I will also say this. Based on the weekly time frame, even though things look bullish in the moment, and they do, right? Let's be honest. The daily time frame, money flow getting thicker, looking like we're about to print a green trigger. If we print a green trigger on the daily, guys, I absolutely expect Bitcoin to see a new high. If we confirm a green dot on the daily, then all this talk, we know for certain that 6 Juanita has chosen us over Sam if we get a green dot confirmed on the daily. But if we don't get the green dot confirmed on the daily, well, look, I'm still convinced based on the weekly time frame that we are going to see Bitcoin retest below 60K. All right? My two major targets are around, you know, basically right below 60K, right around these previous series of lows that we have here. That's target number one. And then target number two for me is actually a retest of 52K, right? Sideways and down. I don't think we're going to stay there long. But look, if this green dot does not confirm on the daily, then we say, you know what? Maybe then Sam Bankman-Fried and 618 are still, they're still going to be a thing, right? They're still going to be a thing. But if we confirm that, then I'd say we're going to see a new high. So keep your eyes on this daily time frame, guys. This daily market cipher B right here, very, very important. All right, keep in mind, there are times where we see the green about to print, right? Like this in the past here, but it didn't print. All right, so we could have, it's called a floppy butt cheek, right? It's not uneven, it actually flops to the downside, and there's a medical condition for this. In fact, if we just Google fix a flat butt implants, right? This woman here was, this woman here was arrested for using fix a flat butt injections, and as you can see, it leads to a butt cheek blowout here. It leads to a butt cheek blowout, and we could get a butt cheek blowout here on the daily time frame, just like we had back here, right? You inject the fix a flat, you think it's going to give you that nice curvature, but really it just does, right? So this is something that we need to be potentially aware of right now on the daily market cipher B. And yeah, so that's it for Bitcoin. Honestly, guys, here's the thing: if we are going to make another high, I'd say 80K is not out of the question. All right, 80K is not even out of the question, because that's our next major Fibonacci extension. If we go to Coinbase.com, Coinbase, I mean, not .com, but the Coinbase chart, and we take a look at our Fibonacci extensions, our targets that we use in price discovery mode, right? We could take it from the low of the last bear market to the high of the last bull market to the low of the most current bear market, and our 1-to-1 fib extension is coming in just above $80,000, right? So yeah, don't be surprised even we get a weekly red dot, if we get a massive pump and then still range, right? Don't be surprised, right? Does this look bearish? Like, it's crazy when we think about 80K and like below 60K. Both of those prices in our ears sound shocking, but really, if we just look at this chart, right, and I draw this here, what I just drew, this is called a bull flag, guys. All right, it's called a bull flag, okay? And yeah, we do need to cool off a little bit, right? If we do print that bull flag and we consolidate, we're potentially looking at like a $150,000 Bitcoin for a cycle top, right? Could be very, very juicy, right? So we need not be scared. We need not be fearful. All right? Don't long the top or you might get tearful. Be patient. Wait for your entries. You know what I'm saying? Be patient. Wait for your entries. All right, let's check out what's happening right now on the order flow chart. All right? Let's see what the order book is doing, because New York has just opened about 15 minutes ago. Let's see here. Because remember, we were looking at this yesterday. Now, I will say this, guys. I will say this. Based on yesterday's price action, we technically do have a bullish CVD divergence at yesterday's low on very high time frames. We saw a lot of shorts opening up here, and in general, open interest did increase, right? In general, open interest was higher at yesterday's low than it was back here on the 5th of March. So we do have a bullish case to be made here. We also do have potentially a green dot about to confirm here, but we also know that we're coming up to key resistance, which is, I mean, technically we're at resistance now. We're at the high volume node of the range, which is resistance number 1. But I'd say main resistance is going to be this. All right, but you could make the case right now we're at resistance because we're at the high volume node of the range. We made our high, our low, our lower high, our lower low, our lower high, our lower low, and now we make another lower high, and now we make another lower low, right? Valid, 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 valid. I'm personally not interested in taking a short from the POC. I'd rather wait for a little bit more confirmation. Plus, I'm already short from the top, so I'm in no rush. But yeah, this is where we find ourselves now. So let's zoom in to the 5-minute time frame and see what we can see. All right, so the good news is that, actually, I'd say that's kind of bad news. So we actually do see some locally bearish looking CVD here, guys. We see some locally bearish CBD here. We see lots of longs opening up, price unable to make a higher high. Locally, that could actually take us down quite a bit here. We got a lot of longs that just opened up literally in this move to the upside. And then after those longs open, we got a whole bunch of shorts opening up. So interesting. We might see ourselves drop to the downside. Now, something else that we need to be aware of here, guys, is the triangle forming, right? And so right now for me, this is kind of like a no trade zone. I would be interested in the following situations here. If we take a look at this triangle, we pull it from the high to the low, and we pull it down to the downside, right? We're basically coming back down to retest this support resistance split at around, you know, the mid 63s, give or take, right? Around the mid 63s, right? This could actually offer us a opportunity for a bounce like this, in keeping with the higher low, right? We're continuing to form the nice rounded bottom. Or if we get a break to the upside on this triangle, then we have the opportunity to take a short from our target box, right? So I'd rather wait for this thing to play out and then look for my next trade at the targets of it, right? Instead of trying to take a trade in the middle of this, because this is just a playground for liquidity grabs, right? This is a playground for whoopsie daisy, and then keep ranging, you know? So for me, I'd rather wait for a little bit more, as Bitcoin is struggling here, all right? We've got our trades open, guys. We've got our trades open. Yesterday was epic. Absolutely epic. All right, let's see who we got in the chat right now. Major shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. J-Boy Bullish and myself, both of us have not taken a single trade in the last 7 years because we're always looking to short from higher and we're always looking to long from lower. So shout out to Peter. He says, of trend direction, the flash crash happened exactly when Mercury slowed down on the 14th. Oh man, interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. You know, on the 14th, when was the 14th? Yeah, and it was a Wednesday too, man. You know, that's interesting stuff. That really is interesting stuff. That really is interesting stuff. Huge shout out to Elham Weiss. He says, never trust 6 Juanita. She is very volatile. Shout out to Divine Visionary Texas. Who says, dear Jesus, bless me today. Amen. Amen. May he bless us all today. Huge shout out to Oliver M. Huge shout out to Crypto Coons holding it down with the wrench. Huge shout out to Just Ray. Huge shout out to Oliver M. Major shout out to I Need My COD. He says, yo, I need my Bitcoin. I should change my name. LOL. Huge shout out to All Star Auto Group Incorporated, who says J Pow Pow. Shout out to Jishnu PJs waiting for the cup and handle breakout. Shout out to Julian, who says check out Filecoin. You know, my view on Filecoin has remained the same since 2002. And let me quickly look at the Filecoin chart here. Yeah, so guys, man, I'll be honest with you. Filecoin for me right now is a buy. It's a buy, baby. Filecoin just bounced from, a few days ago, our area of support. So yeah, Filecoin for me right now is absolutely a buy. All right, this is our buy zone. We came down into it yesterday, so yeah, look at that bounce, looking nice. That's a buy for me. This is my buy zone on Filecoin right here, guys. This is my overall plan for Filecoin for the bull market. We've broken out and retested this. That is a buy for me, man. Let's check out our 4 hour. Not financial advice, definitely not. All right, let's see, 4 hour, how's she looking? Bull divs, that's a buy for me on Filecoin, man. Let's check out the 1 hour. Man, yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good to me on the 1 hour. But again, not financial advice. And look, I'm talking about spot, all right? I'm talking about building a spot position. I ain't talking about no leverage, all right? If you're trying to trade this on leverage, you have missed the boat. All right? It's already a 15%, 16% move. You've missed the boat if you're buying this on leverage, all right? Bitcoin dumping, baby. Hope you don't smell my sandals. All I see now are massive purple candles. All right. Let's check out Bitcoin now. Yeah, Bitcoin's dumping. Yeah, we're dumping. So look, resistance to the upside, the Fibonacci golden pocket and all that stuff. Resistance to the downside is going to be our, yeah, like the mid 36s, right? The mid 36s. Something like this. These are the two areas right now where I'm interested in. All right. Other than this today, I don't really care, to be honest. All right. So let's see what happens. We know we potentially got ourselves a triangular pattern forming here. Right. So let's watch if Bitcoin holds a higher low here. Let's see if Bitcoin holds a higher low right here. Or if she tanks down to Sheol. Down to Sheol, the underworld, Hades. Maybe even down to Tartarus. Look at this dump, man. Look at this dump. Bitcoin dumping, man. This is crazy. Oh no. Yeah, we did see a little bearish absorption up here, mixed with some shorts opening up. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Huge shout out to Arctic Fox with the super sticker. A Shiba dog raising an arm to greet someone, asking how's it going. Man, it is going great. Hope you're also doing well. Hope you're also doing well. All right, Damien Alkashi says, I hope we dump. Really? Why do you hope we dump? What's my thoughts about alts being bullish against Bitcoin? That's totally normal, man. That is totally normal. When we see things like, when we see Bitcoin hit a major level and then do nothing, alts pump, man. That's just how it goes. Right. Huge shout out to Nick Picento. Check out Ethereum. All right, yeah, let's check out Ethereum real quick. Let's set an alert here on Bitcoin in case we come down to our triangle bottom. We'll take a look at Ethereum. Whoa, hang on. Let's take a look at Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum on the 12-minute looking just like Bitcoin. Consolidation here. The only thing is really like ETH has made a higher high. ETH looks more bullish right now than Bitcoin looks. ETH looks more bullish right now than Bitcoin looks. So overall for ETH, let's get a little bit of context here. We've broken out of our ascending triangle. We've hit the 786 Fibonacci. We've gotten a bit of a pullback. We've taken actually the lows, which is very interesting. So ETH did what I honestly was kind of expecting Bitcoin to do, which ETH, if we take a look here at the daily chart, we took the low that we made here back on the 5th of March. And we've closed the candle now back inside, which is quite interesting. That's very interesting. ETH looking very much more bullish right now than Bitcoin. ETH has gotten confirmations that Bitcoin we could only wish for, and not only that, but we are above the value area low of our local range right here. Let's put on Market Cipher B and see what we got. We technically have bullish div on the 4 hour. We technically have bullish div on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. We got some very nice looking bullish div on the 1 hour here on Ethereum. Let's check out the daily right now. Daily looking like she wants to print us a trigger wave here. Yeah, I'd say the same for ETH. Look, if ETH prints the green dot, we are going to see another high made on the daily. The weekly. Let's take a look at the weekly. Red dot printing. All right. So for ETH, we have to have the same view for ETH that we had for Bitcoin, which is sideways and down for a little bit before another big move, right? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of green. So we can't just go on forever, right? We had 4 weeks of green here, and then we had 3 weeks of consolidation. Then we had 3 weeks of green, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks of consolidation. ETH did nothing, right? So yeah, eventually we're going to get another big push up. We need to let the red dots cool off a little bit on ETH. And of course, our next target for ETH is going to be a new all-time high, $5,644, then $8,500, then $13,540, and these are all Fibonacci extensions for my targets on ETH. But yeah, very bullish on ETH in the long term. In the short term, this is a nice bottom for ETH. Let's go ahead and once again pull the Fibonacci. All right, so just like Bitcoin, our resistance for ETH, where we decide if we make a lower high or a higher high, is going to be right around $3,700, right? $3,700. That's going to be the 618 Fibonacci. We come up here. If we reject, we look for this downtrend now to continue, and I would say we look for a retest of below $30,000, aka $3,000. All right, we look for a retest of below $3,000. If we reject from 3,700. Because that's the next zone of support down there. Just like Bitcoin has the 52K, I'd say Ethereum has the has that nice area around just below 3,000. Right, so this is potential bearish scenario here. Bullish scenario, we reclaim that 618, and then obviously I would say if we reclaim this level, then we've changed market structure back to bullish on the 4 hour, and we look for a new high on Ethereum, right? New high on Ethereum, which is going to be absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy and insane. Shout out to everybody in the chat. God bless you guys. We are going to do a $1,000 giveaway this stream. All right. Huge shout out to Luca Strell, who says, can we look at Gala? Yeah, we can look at Gala. 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 All right, guys. Gala, man, that's another buy. In my opinion, Gala just hit another buy yesterday. We were looking for a buy zone to be hit, and man, look at that. All right, this is nice. I would look for now a move back up to around 10 cents. All right, not financial advice. The higher we go, every time you buy that dip, it might be the last time that we get a bounce. But for me, I bought Gala here. All right, publicly bought Gala right here. My buy zone for Gala now is going to be this box, right, in keeping with the uptrend. And so, yeah, that looks like a buy because we came down into the box. We got a nice bounce. Let's check out our 4 hour. 4 hour dancing on the line doesn't look so great, actually. But remember, the box is a zone. The 1 hour also not looking so great. So I would say maybe this is definitely, if I was building a position on here, this is definitely a buy trigger for me because we're coming down to support. This is how I DCA. We buy supports. But ideally, I would want to see a bit lower here and accumulate more within this box. Right, but yeah, that's definitely a spot buy trigger for me, right? Again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, all right? Just a guy in here showing you pictures like this, so keep that in mind if you think this is financial advice, all right? Let's see here. Uh-oh, Bitcoin dumping. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, can you guys even believe how bearish and scary the Bitcoin price is right now? And you can see I'm down right now like $3,000. I'm down right now like $4,000 since the beginning of the stream. Easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go, man. These markets will humble you. All right, huge shout out to my man Brock Landers. Hey Jay, can you take a look at Mavia? Yeah, we can take a look at Mavia. Mavia. Let's take a look at Mavia. Mavia. Interesting. Mavia. Yeah, we got this. Let's take a look at Mavia USDT. It's a gaming token. All right, we've looked at this in the past few days here. And so, look, again, I don't know a dang thing about this coin, but to me, look, I don't know anything about this coin, but I still am going to say the same thing that I said yesterday, right? And the day before, which is, if you're bullish on it, then this is the area to be accumulating in, right? So, we're coming to the lows. If you're bullish on it, this is the place to be accumulating. Bull div on the 4 hour. Bull div on the 6 hour. 12 hour bottoming out with a trigger wave. 1 hour money flow coming in, bullish divergences, multiple bottoms. You know, I don't know anything about Mavia. I don't. It could be a rug pull, a fake scam coin. Maybe Sam Bankman-Fried and Adolf Hitler got together to make a coin, and Joe Biden's son bribed the Chinese to make it a rug pull to, I don't know, defeat Trump, and also a whole bunch of other things. You know, we're just building right now a mainstream media narrative here. Man, that was a good narrative. All right. Also, it increases cases, all right? So, look, I don't know, but based on the chart alone, I'd say if you're bullish on it, this is the opportunity to get some. That's all I can say, all right? That's all I can say. Shout out to Memory Man. He jumped on that last low for a scalp. For Bitcoin, nice, man. I'm not even looking at the low time frames. I hope we bounce from that trend line. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He says, don't trip, just don't eat the meat by the hip. Is that a reference to Genesis 38? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Shout out to Remember God's Love. Shout out to Jishnu PJ. Shout out to Jide Steven. He says, take a look at Ape. Should we take a little look at Ape? Yeah, let's ape into some Ape right now. Let's ape into some Ape. Ape. USDT. Alright, let's take a look at Ape here. Man, Ape was all the hype back in the day. Alright, so Ape to me looks bullish, man. This looks nice to me. Look at this. Breakout and backtest of support. Resistance flip. I don't like the weekly. Let's check out the daily. I do like the daily. Yeah, I mean, look, if I was going to be building a position on Ape, I would start right now. I would buy right here, and then this would be basically my play. This is not financial advice, guys. This would be my play. Shooting for the highs. These highs right around here. And then, of course, we could shoot for new highs, which we probably will see eventually, right? But this would be my Ape spot play right here. We've gotten a breakout and a retest of introvert head and shoulder and all this kind of stuff, whatever you want to call it. And money flow's ticking up on the daily. The weekly, I don't like. Once we get that blue money flow on the weekly, that's where the real gains come. I'd say I would start buying now and be buying into the 786 support resistance flip, and then expect that higher low to come in somewhere around here, and then build my position, and then get a move up to the high. So that's how I would play this thing. That's how I would play this thing. All right. Huge shout out to Remember God's Love for the $9.99 super chat. Says, the wise man must remember that while he is a descendant of the past, he is a parent of the future. Sounds very wise. Shout out to K Glay, who says, can we check out Book of Memes? Yeah, introverted head and shoulders. Yeah, 043 PE, introverted head and shoulders. Because here's the thing, right? When you're an introvert, no one really pays attention to you in high school. You have no friends. You don't get invited to the parties, right? The girls won't date you. 6 Juanita rejects you for Sam Bankman-Fried, right? But here's the thing. You're working a job at McDonald's. You make a couple grand, and guess what? You put it into Apple stock in 2009, 2010. You know, Sam Bankman-Fried, he peaks in high school. Now he's in jail. All of a sudden, you, this introvert from high school, you're breaking out, all right? You're breaking out, like your face is covered in acne. But not only is your face breaking out, but your life is breaking out, right? You're hitting new all-time highs. Now all the girls pay attention to you because you're pumping. And this is when you get all the questions on YouTube. Hey, should I buy? Should I buy? But really, here's the thing. It's not about the outside, it's about what's in the heart. And the heart of the introvert is very kind and tender. You should have been interested in him down here. You know, all you hot girls out there who rejected me, all right? Look at me now. I'm breaking out. My face is covered in pimples. What am I even talking about? Shout out to Flat Smack in the chat, man. Shout out to Flat Smack. What are we supposed to look at? All right. Boom. Boom. We're going to be looking at Boom. BOME USDT. Book of Memes. Which, I forget which exchange has the most history here. Look, it finally looks bullish to me, guys. It finally looks kind of nice here. It finally looks kind of nice here after constant downside. We've broken out the resistance here. This actually looks nice to me. I'd say now is a good time to be getting in on this. It's probably gonna pump. Yeah, money flow crossed on the 1 hour. 4 hour looking good. Let's check it out on that other exchange. Was it HTX? Yeah, so this is my initial idea for BOEM. Basically coming down into this box and accumulating here. I'd say, yeah, it's a good look, this is not financial advice, highly speculative. But if this thing has a nice future, then it's gonna pump. all right, then it's gonna pump. I'm gonna probably get me some BOEM, honestly. BOEM's gonna pump. It's definitely gonna pump. I mean, I can't say that with 100% certainty, but just close your eyes right now and picture logging onto YouTube and seeing all the open mouth thumbnails. BOEM! The next Pepe? The next Shiba Inu? BOEM to $1? I could totally see it, man. And it wouldn't surprise me at all. So I feel like it's gonna happen, okay? So now's our chance to get in before the hype, before the thumbnails. Okay? Book of memes, baby. Book of memes. Alright. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some BOEM right now. Alright, I'm supposed to read this stuff, but you know, as a typical American millennial, I'm just gonna sign my life away and not even know what I just signed. So, let's see, how much should I put in? 60K? Should I buy $60,000 worth of BOEM? What do you think? 60K worth of BOEM? Man, if I bought 60K worth of BOEM right now, what a novice move that would be, right? Let's see what we got here. If we even hit the highs when it first listed on MEXC, we're talking, let's see what we're talking here. We're talking a 100% gain. I could turn 60K into 120K, baby. That's crazy, all right? That's crazy. No, I'm not gonna do that, okay? Let's put like 5K in there, all right? Let's buy some BOEM. Bam, baby. I'm going home with some BOEM. Bitcoin dumping. Let's see if BOEM can start pumping to make up for these epic losses. All right. Love to eat the sauces. All right. Let's see who else we got in the chat. All right, we got another super chat up in here. Shout out to my super chat, Amur. He says, ILV is going to the moon. Huge man, Casper. All right, shout out to my man, Tino from Traders Reality. Whoa. Whoa. Guys, my treadmill, it just got an error and it stopped dead in its tracks. Oh my goodness, I've never had that happen before. Shout out to Tino from Traders Reality. He says, mad love from the Pattern Watchers. Yo, Tino, what's going on, man? God bless you, bro. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Thank you so much for the £199.99 pound super chat, man. I really, really appreciate that. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Traders Reality, first of all, what are you doing with your life? But second of all, you're missing out right now on some of the best technical analysis from one of the best traders on YouTube. All right, we have to say on YouTube because us YouTubers get a spotlight. But honestly, he's one of the best traders that I've ever met. So make sure to check him out. Let's see if I can pull up his channel. Right here, Traders Reality. Go subscribe right now. Alright. Look, he's legit. 113,000 subscribers. Alright, live streams almost every day. Makes videos. Has his own trading strategy called the hybrid system. Alright. You gotta check him out if you haven't. I'm sure most of you have. Alright, looks like my treadmill's dead, guys, and it looks like she'll never come back to life. Oh man. Okay, that's sad. Alright, huge shout to Tino from Traders Reality. Alright, let's pop back up to our other super chats here. What else we gotta check out? Alright, ILV. Let's check out ILV. Guys, you know what's crazy, man? I'll tell you what's crazy. Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Alright, hang on 1 second. We'll be right back. guys. We got to back up Treadmill because I knew this day was coming. All right, so give me 1 second. We got to swap them out. All right, out with the old, in with the new, baby. All right, just bear with me, all right, guys? We're getting rid of this old Treadmill here. We don't trust this old Treadmill. It's been a good run. It's been a good run with the old Treadmill, guys. But, you know, when you buy cheap stuff on Amazon and you use it every day for hours, it's bound to happen, all right? Maybe I didn't put enough WD-40. Well, give me 1 second. All right, man. Wow. Talk about instant gratification, guys. And while this is happening, Bitcoin's pumping too. Wow. Wow. All right. We're gonna be checking out ILV right now, man. All right. Let's check out ILV. All right. Huge shout out to Trader's Reality. He says, yo, yo. All right. Yeah, I buckled on that super chat, bro. That was a shocking super chat, man. Sheesh. I've never had my treadmill stop like that before. All right, cool. All right, Flocky pumping. We got to check out ILV. All right, ILV, baby. Let's do it. All right. Man, what a crazy thing, man. What a crazy thing. I have to be honest, this new treadmill feels nice, man. Wow. Wow, this feels nice. All right, so ILV, 1 hour looking very bullish. This looks bullish to me locally. Like, I'm just looking at the 1 hour here. All right, I haven't even looked at the higher time frames yet, but look at this, guys. All right, we're back inside value area low. This looks bullish to me. Where did we come down to? It looks so bullish to me right now. We got a really nice bullish divergence, a really nice change of market structure here. Pretty much this is just like the Bitcoin long from yesterday, right? Speaking of Bitcoin, Bitcoin is starting to get a little move here. But hang on. Yeah, so this thing, ILV, let's pull a fib from high to low. Yeah, I'd say for me, like, my target on this thing would be back up here. Golden pocket, value area high, POC. If we get a pullback now, you know, it's hard to say. Like, it's hard to say where I would get in. Like, in my opinion, the entry's kind of missed. The only thing I would say is this, right? On a very low time frame here, I don't even like that, right? I don't even like that. It's hard to say where I would get in. Let's take a look at the higher term time frames because we're not day trading this, right? Maybe you are. All right, so I would say this. On the weekly time frame, I would expect a little bit of consolidation here based on this topping out. Money flow has crossed into the blue, which is very bullish, and we've also gotten a nice, a really nice breakout and retest of this resistance. I like this. I like this. Bullish divergence on the weekly, massive pump, change of market structure, support resistance flip. Overall, guys, this looks really, really bullish to me. And like, as a spot position, I would say, like, if we're shooting for the highs, and again, I'm not a fundamental analysis guy, so I don't know. Like I said, maybe this is like, maybe Klaus Schwab created this coin in conjunction with Sam Bankman-Fried to force you to eat crickets, and then he's going to rug pull you. I don't know. Okay, because I'm not a fundamental guy. But if we're just looking at upward potential and downward potential, this is a very good risk to reward ratio here. All right, 19-1. And if we're assuming that we're not going to lose the trend line again, we're talking like over 25x on our investment. Now, if we can just be patient here, and if we can maybe say, all right, this is the new buy zone because it's a support resistance flip, right? There was resistance back here in February. It was consolidation back here in July 2022. It was resistance back here in April 2021. Historic level, we say this is our DCA zone. Maybe we build a position here, all right? And then if we do hit all-time highs, in my opinion, that's a pretty good spot play right there, okay? Now, I don't know if it's gonna play out, because again, I don't know if, you know, this is a giant scam or a rug pull, or I don't know. You know, I'm not a fundamental guy. All right, let's see what's going on Bitcoin real quick. All right, so our hypothesis here about the triangle seems to be correct. All right, so we're drawing the triangle before it even forms here. And we are now officially, let's refresh this because it looks like we are building. Hang on, let's refresh this. It looks like we do have some pretty... bullish CBD actually down here. Wow, interesting. Yeah, so we're consolidating in here, guys. Like I said, I'm not looking to trade in this triangle. I'm looking for either a break down to long or a break up to short, honestly. This, to me, is a no trade zone. For me. For you, who knows? Maybe you're long and short in this entire triangle. I don't know. Good on ya. All right? Good on ya. All right, we just bought some BOEM, guys. Or if you just joined the stream, I just FOMO'd into some BOEM. I BOMO'd into some BOEM, baby. All right. All right, huge shout out to Tony English. He says, check out Caspa. It's like Bitcoin, but improved, decentralized, open source, low fee, and fast. Man. Shout out to Amir. He says, it's not financial advice, it's guaranteed financial. LOL. Oh, man, nah, this ain't no financial advice, all right? Let me just make sure that I didn't miss any other super chats in here real quick. Shout out to Traders Reality for another 200-pound super chat. Man, thank you, bro. Seriously, man. That's a lot of money, man. I appreciate that. He's the treadmill killer. Yeah, bro. It's okay, man. I forgive you. All right, I forgive you. I forgive you, man. Shout out to Traders Reality. He says, mad love to all of you in the chat. Traders Reality showing mad love to everybody in the Caspa crew. Shout out to Tino. Yeah, that was nuts, man. You came in here, all of a sudden my treadmill popped. You know, it's a good thing I always have a backup, man. All right, shout out to Jared. He says, my man has a backup treadmill legend. Bro, I have a couple backup treadmills, all right? Because they're so cheap and flimsy that I'm like, it's only a matter of time before this thing gives out. So, you know. Shout out to Thor, holding it down with the wrench. Make sure to grease it up. I know, man. Yeah, I guess I hadn't WD-40'd it in a while, to be honest with you. Maybe I got lazy with it. All right. So let's see who else we got up in here. What do we have to take a look at? Caspa. All right. It's just like Bitcoin. Man, we've heard that so many times. It's just like Bitcoin, but better. The better Bitcoin always... That's always the narrative. I love narratives. It's the better Bitcoin. It's the carbon-free Bitcoin. It's the green Bitcoin. All right, so look at this, guys. Would you look at this? This is why you guys gotta follow the Jason Casper YouTube channel, okay? All right. Last time we looked at Caspa, we said the opportunity is going to be coming down to the Golden Pocket High Volume Node. We come down to the Golden Pocket High Volume Node, and we're getting our bounce from here, all right? So from my drawing, we're up 22%, all right? Now, the sad part about drawing things and not trading them is that you miss out on the gains, all right? All you end up with is broken treadmills. But yeah, Caspa, I think I am bullish on it, like long term, to be honest with you. Let's take a look now at, because this was our first setup, guys. If you remember, we've been following Caspa for a while. So we were looking for this, then we were looking for a high, then we were looking for a bounce from the golden pocket. So far, so good with the plan, all right? Let's remove our drawings. Let's go to the weekly. Let's get some top-down analysis going on Caspa, the better Bitcoin. All right, look at this. It even looks like the Bitcoin chart. Up only, baby. Just like the title of this video, up only. Just like Bitcoin right now, up only. All right, not much on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Man, I have to say, the daily looks juicier than a freshly squeezed orange in California on a hot summer day. Look at this. Hidden bullish divergence. Money flow getting thicker. VWAP pointing straight up, all right? Looking poignant. And not only that, but we bounced from 786 to the dang dollar. Not to the dang dollar, but the golden pocket 786 zone. Man, this is looking good. It looks bullish to me. What can I say? I would expect a new high on this. I would expect a new high. Where exactly do I expect the high? It's hard to say. Let's just take like a Fibonacci trend-based extension. Shoot for a 1-to-1 here. Yeah, let's say 21 cents. It's another 43% from where we're at, and potentially higher, right? Potentially higher. Yeah, it looks good to me. That's all I can say. I don't really have a good buy zone besides the level I already gave previously, and we've already kind of missed it. So, yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin, guys. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. She's trading in our triangle, just as we had anticipated. Shout out to Memory Man who longed the exact bottom. And yeah, so look, guys, our target right now is going to be our box, right? Our target is going to be our box. That's going to be our next target for the Bitcoin longs, baby. Right into this box. And this box, as we already mentioned earlier in the video, is going to be a very important level. If we reclaim box, we see new Bitcoin highs. I'm convinced of it. If we reject from box, we could see a lower low. I'm not convinced of it, but look, I'm still playing this idea. I'm still playing this bearish scenario here. You know, this short is mostly a hedge trade. Actually, it is a hedge trade. I have not taken a single amount of profit on this trade. I was up almost 50K on it. But look, for me, this is going to be the real make it or break it zone for whether or not I keep this trade open. It's what happens at this box. It's what happens at this box. All right, right now, I've got 4 Bitcoin, almost $300,000 on this short trade. All right, so I will let this thing get stopped out for me at a break even because I am long on Bitcoin. All right, this is how I trade, by the way. If anyone's new, think, what the heck? I hedge myself when I see a good opportunity. All right, but yeah, this is still. I'm trading multiple ideas at the same time, right? I'm trading multiple ideas at the same time. So right now, this idea is still valid for me. So therefore, I do not close the short trade. All right, but at the same time, this idea is valid for me too, which is why I am not closing these long trades, guys. You know, and a major shout out to the Caspa crew, because look, this trade setup from the exact bottom was given in advance to yesterday's live stream, exactly as planned for, right? So if you can learn to trade multiple ideas at the same time, it's really good psychologically, I'll tell you that, because no matter what happens right now on Bitcoin, I'm making money no matter what. That's the position you want to get yourself into. All right? All right. All right? All right. All right. Shout out to Chase. He's bullish on Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. All right. Shout out to Tony English, Caspa Coin. Shout out to Dread Mining. Why don't I just buy a good treadmill? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just how I am. My wife always says the same thing. Why don't I buy good shoes so that I don't have to buy new shoes all the time or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. All right, Slurf. Eat, Sleep, Boost, Gym. Slurf. Shout out to you for the super chat. $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Shout out to Gabriel Estevez for the $1.99 super chat. Can we take a look at Aave? Yeah, all right, guys. These are the only 2 coins I'm going to have time to do, and then we're going to do our $1,000 giveaway. All right? And we're going to do a $1,000 giveaway. All right, Slurf, man. It's speculative, but look, we've got this thing going on. So, like, an ideal long setup for me would be fake out, take the liquidity, and then bounce. That's like ideal for me. Coming down to around 57.06. This is ideal for me. Let's check out the daily. We don't have nothing. 4 hour, nothing. 1 hour. 1 hour. Yeah. If we do this with some bull div on 1 hour, that would be great in my book. If we do this with some bull div on 24 minute, that would be great in my book. All right, let's check out Aave. I think we looked at Aave recently. All right, Aave looks extremely bullish to me based on the 1 week money flow cross. Yeah, so we've gotten a support resistance break. We haven't gotten a retest though, which is interesting. So like an ideal situation would be to come back down for a retest. Are we gonna get that? Man, I don't know, but we've already come down to the golden pocket. I would say for me, buy zone on Aave would be this area, right? Coming back down to the retest, right? Are we guaranteed to get it? Of course not. We've already gotten a breakout. But look, we have a bear div on the weekly here. If this bear div confirms, I think it's a pretty good chance we get more of a pullback, which gives us a great opportunity to buy here. All right? Gives us a great opportunity to buy. All right, guys, we're going to be doing a $1,000 giveaway. All right, we're going to do a $1,000 giveaway right now, as promised from yesterday's stream. All right, $1,000 giveaway. Huge shout out to Overcome. He says, dude, you need to time the live streams not to be on the same time as Lifer. Sorry, man. Today's early. I got some stuff to do like today, so I had to be on early. All right. Let's see. But yeah, shout out to Sam Price. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to Crypto Lifer. Yeah, all right. All right, guys, so what we're going to do right now is we are going to give away $1,000. So what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to, you already know what to do. I need you guys to spam the chat, all right? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to count to 3, and then I'm going to screenshot the screen, and whatever name is highlighted here when I take the screenshot is the winner, all right? So I want you guys to spam the chat right now. Spam the chat. All right, now's your chance. All right, I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 1.5, 2, 2 1/4, 2.5, 2 3/4, 2 7/8, 3. All right, here's our winner. All right, if you win, here's what you need to do. You need to immediately put something in the chat so I can see you, and I'm gonna make you a moderator, and then you send me your Tether address as soon as possible. Massive shout out to our winner. All right, MacDonald1. All right, MacDonald1. MacDonald1 is our winner. MacDonald1, pop some stuff in the chat, bro. Pop some stuff in the chat. MacDonald won. MacDonald won. All right. Congratulations, man. You just won $1,000. All right, MacDonald won. All right, pop some stuff in the chat, bro. All right, awesome, MacDonald. All right, I'm gonna make you a moderator, standard moderator. All right, cool. Now, post your Bitcoin address in here, and I will send you 1,000 USDT. All right, MacDonald won, man. Pop your address in there, bro. All right. USDT address, man. USDT address. It could be Tron or ETH. I said Bitcoin address? Crap. All right. I meant Tether address. I apologize. I apologize. Tether address. Shout out to M Freeze in the chat. Shout out to Josh K in the chat. Shout out to Waleed Yunaz in the chat. Shout out to Stacks in the chat. All right, MacDonald, I got you, bro. All right, I got you, man. I got you. Thank you. All right, we're gonna send you over 1,000 USDT, man. Isn't that crazy? Is that not crazy? Huge shout out to our winner for the 1,000 USDT win. That's awesome. Shout out to MacDonald. All right. Shout out to everybody in chat right now. All right. Well, I got you fresh, bro. I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you right now. All right. Like the video, guys. Make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is the only channel that gives away $1,000 on a regular basis. It's pretty crazy. All right. It is pretty crazy. All right, Ethereum network. We're going to send it to you. All right, sent. My man MacDonald, congratulations, bro. You have just won 1,000 USDT. That's wild. That's wild. That is wild. Awesome, man. Congratulations. All right, let's check out Bohm. Pumping, baby, man. We just bought Bohm. We literally just bought Bohm. And now it's pumping, man. I literally just bought Bohm and now it's pumping. That's crazy. That's crazy. Can you believe that? I put... Let's see here. I just made 200 bucks on Bohm, baby. So maybe I just made $200 on Bohm. So maybe we can keep on pumping, baby. Maybe we'll keep making money on Bohm. Here. Let's check it out. This is the 1 hour. Let's check out the 5 minute. Bam, baby. Bam. We are in the green, in the verde, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Massive shout out to Crypto Coons. Massive shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Massive shout out to Remember God's Love. Massive shout out to MacDonald, our winner. Massive shout out to the Visionary. Jishnu PJ. Do another one. We will eventually, man. Alright. Alright. Don't blow it all on tacos, says Swade Houston. Man, you know, honestly, blowing it all on tacos ain't the worst thing in the world. You know? It's not the worst thing in the world. Shout out to Elevated. Shout out to Krasimir. Shout out to Pavan Reddy. He says, buy a treadmill with the $200. Yeah, I could, right? I could. Shout out to Dan England. Here for the TA, stays for the blessings. Well, God bless you. God bless you. Someone put 50K on Bohm. I almost put 60K on Bohm, but nah, I would never do that. I would never do that. When it comes to my altcoins, besides my big bags, I usually don't put more than 25K in per coin. Shout out to Divine Hood. Shout out to Dome Life. He's here, man. Dome Life is here. Alright, shout out to MacDonald. He got the deposit. Awesome, man. God bless you, man. May the Lord bless you. In Jesus' name. Shout out to Vanessa Nieto in the chat. What's going on, Vanessa Nieto? Shout out to Aaron G. Shout out to Divine Hood. Alright. Shout out to FitGenius618 and Dude Viper. Bitcoin breakout soon, Jay? Look, I don't know, man. I do not know. Right now we're trading within this triangle here. Right? So, once the triangle breaks, that's when I'll be looking for my next Bitcoin trade, really. Depending on how it breaks or where it breaks. So, that's what I'm looking at here. We're not really seeing any kind of bullish CVD. Maybe a little bullish CVD, you could say. Down here, yeah. So, maybe we break up. We're not seeing any bearish CVD here, that's for sure. Definitely forming some kind of flag thing here. That's for certain. Shout out to Christian. Hey man, how's your backyard now? Are you still planting potatoes? Heck yeah, man. So look, I'm really getting the gardens going right now. Alright, I'm about to release a video of garden preparation. And yeah, we're going hardcore this year, alright? I'm always planting potatoes every year. I will never not plant potatoes. If anyone has grass of any degree or capacity, you must always plant potatoes, okay? You must always plant potatoes. Potatoes are the best thing you could possibly plant, alright? They are the best thing you could possibly plant. High in calories, so easy to grow. What a slow day for Bitcoin. Yeah, look, here's the thing, like, yeah, J-Boy, after a move like that, it's expected, right? It has to be expected after a move like that. I cannot believe, guys, that my treadmill broke. That's crazy. Alright. Alright, guys, well, it's been a great stream. I'm going to head out. May God bless you all in Jesus' name, in Yeshua's name, even if you're not religious. And for me, I don't take myself seriously at all, as you could tell. But I do take my walk, my relationship with Jesus very, very seriously, because it's only in Him that you can find eternal purpose and eternal meaning in life. And I take great comfort in the fact that although man is in a fallen, sinful state, God Himself took on flesh to die, to pay for all the bad things that we've ever done that go against His character. And then He rose from the dead so that if we also repent from the bad things we are doing and put our trust in Him, He will give us His Holy Spirit to fundamentally change us from the inside out into a new creation. And we also have the promise and the hope of eternal life and an eternal purpose. We're not just going to exist randomly. We will exist with eternal purpose. What an amazing thing. And that being said, guys, I will see everybody in the next video. Peace.